Dear colleagues and friends, antimicrobial resistance, or AMR, as we shorten and call it, is currently one of the greatest threats faced in our world. It is already associated with nearly 5 million deaths, both directly and indirectly, annually. And regrettably, this death toll is only expected to rise in the coming decades unless we work together to ensure that antimicrobials are both accessible and used responsibly. At last month's 79th United Nations General Assembly in New York, global leaders approved a landmark political declaration with a clear set of actions and ambitious targets. These will drive progress in the AMR response across all sectors we expect in the coming years. But my friends, this political declaration, while critical, is not the end of the road. It is an agenda for greater action. As chair of the Global Leaders Group on AMR, I remind everyone that strong political leadership, advocacy, adequate financing and accountability are all needed at every level. And we need to act urgently, as I've said. So yes, the time is now. World AMR Awareness Week is an opportunity to reinforce political commitment and raise awareness about AMR among all peoples and all stakeholders through effective communication and advocacy campaigns. Why? Because it is our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our aunts, our uncles, our friends, our neighbors, our bosses, our workers. These are the persons who will be affected if we do not. This year's theme for the week urges the global community to educate stakeholders about AMR, to advocate for bold commitments, and to take concrete actions to prevent and address this deadly, slow-motion, silent pandemic. What must be clear is that everyone, from our farmers to our health professionals, our veterinarians, our teachers, our students, our consumers, our political leaders, each have a role to play in raising awareness and indeed in acting. I urge you to be part of the movement to stop AMR, especially if you're young, because it will only get worse, and you're the ones who will be on the front line when it gets worse. Antibiotics are critical, life-saving medicines, but we must move with pace and with scope if we are to preserve these precious medicines that have made so much of a difference to being able to keep people alive over the last century. So yes, we're not only saving your life today, but we're saving the lives of your children and grandchildren, because at the end of the day, as I said before, they are the ones who will be on the front line as the situation worsens unless we take urgent action to course correct. Let us do that, and let us live a better life and guarantee for the next century that which we have benefited from in the last century, improving the quality of our lives and improving our ability to sustain life. Thank you.